looky. Look who has the audacity to have their own motherfucking show. Me. It's your girl, your favorite, to the motherfucking coolest, your host with the motherfucking most, Adia Ep1 Mathis. And the A1 stands for Almighty Aloysius, one of I'm just kidding. Nah, but as I said, I go by A1, and that is the first and last time you will hear me saying my first and last name on this show. So I hope you enjoyed that. If you didn't know, now you know who the fuck I be. So welcome to my show, my new show, Audacity. You know, the show where we talk about everything, and some more of everything. Well, everything that I want to talk about. You know, for years, if you do know me, I know of me. I sat by real chill, didn't say much, observing, listening, learning, and real demure for all my non homework hosts. Real demure. But you know what? Now, fuck all that. It's time for me to say something. I want to get a lot of things off my chest, and I have the audacity to do so. On Audacity, we're gonna be talking about every fucking thing. From sports stuff to sex stuff to loose stuff to Lex stuff. And movies and musics and books and shows and food and health and of course these hoes, you know. We're talking about rap shit, trap shit, cap shit, and crap shit. I'm telling you, Audacity, we talking about all this shit. So I swear you will want to tune in to everything that I got going on over here. So if you tuned in, I just want to let you know that some things that I talk about may be controversial because I'm going against the grain. I'm saying something different. And, I'm trying to stand out in a way and not fit in. So not everything that you're going to hear will you love. And that's okay because I have the audacity to be bold, to be courageous, and to be daring, but yet confident. So some things may come off a little rude to you. Some things may be a little reckless, but I'm doing it respectfully as much as I could. So I hope you hear that for this time. There's gonna be some situations and certain circumstances where being a little kind and being humble and being careful just ain't gonna get the job done. And we need to get the job done. So I say all that to say you've been warned. If you don't like what you hear, guess what you can do? Go. You don't gotta stay. I promise you. I want you here, but you don't gotta be here. And that's the beauty of having choices in life. Thank you, Lord, for allowing us the ability to choose. You have that right. I'm not gonna deny you of any rights. All right. First order of business. I do want to discuss at the first episode of Audacity. And there's so many things I said we can talk about. We can talk about sports shit. We can talk about culture, we can talk about sex, we can talk about relationships, we can talk about everything under the moon and the sun. But the one thing I gotta, of course, start with, I don't have to, but I'm going to. The thing that I want to start with is the stud shit. I gotta talk about our studs. Me, I classify myself as a stud. And so, with that being said, I feel like it's only right that that's where we start the audacity train. This is where it's taking off. And because we're talking about the studs, I think it's imperative that we classify what a stud is. Because so many times and so often do I see on social media or in conversations with people jokes about studs and masculine presenting women. And oftentimes the jokes be about studs, taking dick on the low or things of that nature, which baffles me. Because how can that be the case? I don't get it. It can't be me, respectfully, to anybody who doesn't like that. But I think that it's important that we differentiate, who these people are. Some people who see women dressed up in masculine clothes or masculine presenting, they automatically assume that they're studs, but they're not. We have classifications of this stuff. Well, maybe not we, but I do. So I'm going to give you a little breakdown of all the different type of people that you might see that's masculine presenting and give you an idea of who these people are. At the top of the list, we got masculine presenting women, people who present masculine clothes, energy, and everything else, but they are straight women. They are like and attracted to men. Those women, I like to call tomboys. It's a age old thing of us saying tomboys. We was growing up. I used to be a tomboy before studs became a thing. Even though I didn't like men, uh, just being a tomboy was the thing until you classified yourself really as someone who likes women. Um, and because I wasn't at that point, it was young, and it in the norm back then. I was a tomboy. We all was tomboys, and so there are some straight women out there who literally only like men, but they don't want to wear skirts and dresses and heels and makeup and lashes and nails and everything else. They much rather prefer the sweats, the jeans, the pants, the big shirts, shorts, and things of that sort. But they are attracted to sexually, romantically, energetically, spiritually, and everything else to men. I call them tomboys or miss boys. MS Miss Boys, but MS for makeshift, makeshift boys. So if you a tomboy or a Miss Boy, just a straight woman who just likes to wear manly clothes, and that's all right. I love you. We love you. The next group of people that we have to talk about regarding this masculine presenting situation are what I like to call duts. DUTS, or stud backwards. Duts. Duts are the masculine presenting bisexual women. And I think that we get studs, we get confused and intertangled with these people a lot because always talking about wanting to fuck with men on the low. Oh, they dick dyking. They all these other things. No, you're just messing with a masculine presenting bisexual woman. And those women, we love them too. I promise you, we do. Love for everybody coming from me. But I don't want y'all to get that confused with the studs out here. Because if at any time or any moment in time, this woman or these women want to fuck you as a man or are fucking on men, these women are not studs. They are masculine presenting bisexual women, and they want to interact with both men and women, even if they're in a relationship with a woman or predominantly like women. That's okay because regardless, at any time that they want to fuck with a man or like a man, are still attracted to a man in some type of way that they want to be sexually or romantically involved with him, you just a dutz. Or I like to call them stud muffins. So they either muffins and duts. We love you all, but they have their own classification. And you, as a viewer, you need to know that too. Stop lumping us all together. And of course, we have the premier, the apex of the group. I'm gonna claim it, the studs, and the studs are the masculine presenting lesbians who are also black or brown sometimes, but black lesbians who are masculine presenting. And I think it's important to note that the lesbian part in there. And if you don't know or aren't aware, a lesbian is a woman who's only attracted to emotionally, romantically, spiritually, physically to women only. So when I say that, you would never catch a stud messing with a man at any time because we're not attracted to men. So because we're not attracted to men, you can't be fucking on the low. You won't be. I don't make the rules. Well, actually, yes, I do. I actually do make the rules on this show. I do. But yeah, so studs. So shout out all the studs. Shout out to my niggas. Shout out to the bros. Shout out to the girls. We in touch with all of our femininity and masculinity. So I'm not gonna act like we just over here just no. We just like women and solely women and want to do everything with a woman, be with a woman, eat a woman, treat a woman. You know how the game go. So yes, the next group of masculine women that I have to talk about is more of the OG type of people. I'm 34 and I have my own history with being a woman who likes women and coming out as gay and also being masculine presenting. And I think there's a group of the older ones who might be, about 50, 60s, that's up there in age, that's been doing this for a long time. They kind of probably plays by a different set of rules than I grew up playing by or going by. And this group of people we like to call either the dykes or the bulldaggers. And some people might think that those are derogatory terms. And if you feel that way, that's okay. I'm not using it in a derogatory way. This is a term of endearment for me, and also a way that I've heard specifically some older people, and not even old, just some older people refer to themselves. I've heard them refer to themselves as dykes or bulldaggers, and that's okay with me because if you're claiming that to be your title or what you want to say that you are as far as a community standpoint, then I love it. And I've learned that that ain't necessarily automatically something negative. So, yeah, shout out to the dykes and bulldaggers and the OGs out there for paving the way for a lot of us to even be able to be comfortable living in our truth this day. So, yes, that's the OG, the old heads. Are just some ones who just like to go by that term. Because, again, I heard some younger people go by dykes and they 30 in their 30s too as well. So that's another group of the masculine presenting women, and these are the ones that usually, they kind of manly. They the one that's a little less in touch with their feminine side. A lot of them are touch me nots. A lot of them are conform to a lot of the traditional gender norms, and they assume a lot of the men or masculine roles in their relationships because of that. Again, it's a lot of older ways and the old traditional ways. So that's a group of people who, who paved the way for us again to kind of feel comfortable and be comfortable doing what we do today. And the last group of masculine presenting women that I want to touch on are what I like to call the butch. And these are like the white studs. So, I said again, when I said talk about the studs, I said they specifically are black and sometimes brown as far as classification. Because there's differences culturally with how we as black women, regardless, show up in this world and are in this world, and what we focus our energies and efforts on, and how we are treated by the masses, regardless of if we're masculine presenting or not. So, as black women, I feel that it's important that we have our own space, even within this space of masculinity and femininity, and presenting as masculine or feminine presenting, to have our own space within this, to not be lumped in with just masculines and the lesbians, but also making sure that we know that there's a big difference, as I said, culturally, with black people, white people, and even everyone else. So, yeah, the butches, that's what I like to call them. That's our white stud friends. And yeah, that's the group. So I hope you was able to take a little bit of something. I hope that whatever I told you is good knowledge that you would like to keep. I like to hear. And just to run it down again, if you are masculine presenting straight woman, you are a miss boy or a tomboy. Masculine presenting bisexual women are the muffins or the duts, they like to call them. Masculine presenting lesbians that are black and or brown, those are the studs. You got the masculine presenting OG, touch me not, manly, older women. Those are the dykes and the bulldaggers. And then you got the masculine presenting lesbians who are white, who are what I like to call the butch. So hopefully we got a little knowledge that I put on you. And if I'm ever referring to any of these groups, this is what I mean. I want to let you know that this is not widely accepted or regarded as like facts, but these are my facts, and this is how I classify each group of people based on what I believe is necessary as far as classifying some people as. And I think every group deserves their praise and just due. Walking and being in this world as a masculine representing woman, regardless of your sexual orientation or your skin color, I think um, it's a level of bravery and confidence that you have when you are living in that type of truth, because there's nothing, of course, going to come easier for you because you decided to live in your truth and walk through life in this way. So, thank you to all my mass women for having the audacity to get up every day and walk and live in your truth and be who you are and be comfortable in who you are. And if you're not comfortable just yet in being in that space, know that you have a large community out here who's ready to accept you lovingly and to encourage you to be who you are authentically, and making sure that you know that you are supported. And I promise you, there's so many groups, whether it be on Facebook or Instagram and really in real life, that will have your back and help you to get through any transitions or any transitions that you may have when it comes to trying to figure out um, how to be comfortable with your most authentic and unique self. So it's always love. Shout out to all my even straight people, all my gays, all my trans, all the lesbians, the bis, and everybody out here in general. There's so much negativity that's going on in the world. So many things that's going awry. So many things that's odd. So many things that are off, where it feels like there's not enough love anyways. So, regardless of your orientation, regardless of your classification, regardless of anything that you might be have going on, I pray that you have the audacity to be uniquely you, your individual self, and making sure that you try to stand out and don't try to fit in. We have enough of everybody else. We need more use, we need more love, we need more kindness, and we need more peace. So, thank you for tuning in for the first little episode of Audacity. I have so many things planned for you all throughout this whole show. I don't plan on stopping. I've stopped too many times on different endeavors, and this ain't gonna be one, because I'm ready to talk my shit. It's been too long, baby. Y'all ain't heard enough of me, and y'all gonna get enough of me. I promise you that. As I grow this thing, it's gonna be a little bit better with the talking and communication. As I grow this thing, I pray that you learn something from me. I pray that I'm able to encourage you. I'm able to inspire you, and I'm able to give you something, even if you decide to just watch. I pray that I'm able to give you something, even if you do decide to just watch one episode, that you take something from it. I love you. Welcome to Audacity.